Hey gang, today we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of muscle soreness. If you've exercised, if you regularly exercise, if you're a veteran, or if you're relatively new, you have experienced some form of muscle soreness. Unfortunately, the invincibility of not getting sore, I think, escapes us after a certain age, and then as you get older, it seems it can appear more predominantly. But let's talk about muscle soreness. So let's say you just completed a workout, okay? And, it may have been tough, okay? You may have done new movements or movements that you haven't done in a while. And maybe it's something that your body hasn't quite adjusted to yet. If you've been training regularly, perhaps it was a higher volume of contractions, and you wake up the next day, or for some, 2 days later, and then it hits. You are sore. Maybe it's in your legs. Maybe getting up and down from the bathroom is a whole new challenging experience. Or those little stairs in your house, they've suddenly now become mountains. Regardless of what body part is sore, it obviously does not feel natural and normal, and it feels uncomfortable. So what happens is your brain begins to go into survival mode, and you may begin to ask yourself crazy questions like, will I feel like this way forever? Did I do something wrong? I don't think I can ever work out again. Can I? Should I just lay in bed all day? The answer to all of these is a no. So what is soreness? Exercising and putting your body under stress creates change and new adaptations, and it breaks down muscle tissue fibers. If this is relatively new, or new experience, or there's been a gap of time between training, even for some who have experienced a week off, 2 weeks, a couple days, if it's a new movement, if it's a new loading, if it's a new rep amount, your tissue breaks down. And your tissue breaks down in those stages higher than if you're accustomed or doing it regularly, or if you're acclimated or familiar. So it's normal. Of course it's normal. Now, soreness has degrees. Even 10 years into CrossFit, I still have days each month where I get pretty sore in certain body parts from doing certain things. And the newer something is for someone, or the time from the last time you've done something. Example, if I haven't done back squats at a moderate or challenging weight for 5 sets of 5 in a while, well, that could produce some soreness. That's an experienced version. And then a newer version could be someone who's just getting started on their journey, and they get introduced to air squats, and maybe they do a total of 40 to 50 air squats within a workout. And that is new because it's tissue breakdown in their quads and their glutes and their inner legs. However, if you are not sore, that does not mean that you did not create great change and have a great training session or a workout. Equally, too, if you're not laying down on your back. That's a false narrative and things that are completely untrue, okay? So now let's talk about what to do. What do you do when you're sore, okay? The first thing is you need movement. Now, this could be going to the gym the next day. This could be going for a walk. This could be performing warm-up movements in your living room or your garage. It's critical to stay moving when you're sore. Life may demand that you sit for hours at a time, like 8 hours at work or something. So I would challenge you, if you can, get up every hour and walk for a minute or two. And if it's the bathroom and you got to make that your ritual to get added activity in to break up the soreness. Water. Water is critical. Now, our bodies are 70% water, and we need to take in lots of water when we're sore to keep hydrating our muscles, our cells, our tissues, our organs, other things. And this helps keeps the muscle elastic and loose and limber. We need blood flow circulation. Now, again, this could go back to that walk. It could turn into a bike ride depending on the time of year. If you have something at home, a treadmill to walk on, a Peloton, some people have those, a rower, a bike, a stationary bike, those are all great options to hop on for 10 to 20 minutes at a conversational pace to help promote blood flow circulation. Why? You're helping remove waste and allowing new circulation through that area, and that's critical. One of the most important areas that I know is maybe one of the most difficult for people is getting in proper nutrients. Now, think about that. What you put in your mouth then goes into your stomach, and then from the stomach it goes to eventually to your muscles, your cells, everything within your body. Protein, lean protein, will help rebuild broken down muscle tissues and fibers. And we also need plenty of fruits and vegetables, which are high in nutrients and antioxidants to fight off the free radicals that are going on within our body. Think of these foods and food groups as like the body's defensive team, and you want to stack your team. This is even in relation to like germs and getting sick. Quality sleep. Quality sleep. Sleep is king. Now, think 7-8 hours. And what happens here, outside of a plethora of things, is cellular regeneration and repair. So also growth hormone release. So if this is interrupted, which we're going to talk about the don'ts, thus our repair time when we're dormant, we're laying down, our body's meant to be at recharging, plugging in your phone, getting rebooted. We're disrupting that and delaying and making soreness even longer. Okay, so if you want to recover faster, get quality sleep. Mobility. Now, this is, do I have a foam roller, a massage gun, a lacrosse ball, a dough roller? Grab something and use it on your sore tissues. And why is because you begin to break up the gunk and the scar tissue that the broken down muscle creates, and this will promote a faster recovery for you. The last one, and this one might be, again, one of the more difficult ones, is consistency. I can't understate this enough. To heal faster, we must remain consistent with our training program, whether that's 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. Even though we may think, how in the world am I going to do today's workout or work out in this state of condition that I'm in my body being this sore? 3 things are likely to happen. 1, after warming up and moving around for 3 to 5 minutes through dynamic range of motion, you will immediately begin to feel better and loosen up. 2, you can always adjust and customize or tweak or tailor your workout based on how you feel for that day. Loading, movements, whatever that is. And then 3 is typically, this is maybe hopefully a confidence boost for some of you guys out there. After we see a person warm up for 3 to 5 minutes, go through some sort of light progression of something or movement progression, the person feels 80 to 90% or normal and feels great with that session. And even less sore leaving than when they came in. So the key there is remain consistent with your training, which will decrease your time of soreness and increase your body's resilience, tolerance, and the adaptations to challenges and new challenges that you put on it through exercise or life. Let's talk about what not to do, okay? What should we not do? Now, number 1 is be inactive all day. When you're sore, I understand that the couch looks like the best thing. And while the couch may be appealing, especially when you feel sore, putting our bodies in a complete state of inactivity all day makes the process of recovery take much longer. And that could be a combination of sitting all day at work and then 4 to 6 hours on the couch. No bueno. It could be it's the weekend and I spend the entire time on the couch or in bed because I'm sore. Now, I should say, yes, we absolutely need rest and rest days, days of not exercising and allowing our muscles and tissues to heal. But do we need 8 to 12 plus hours of no activity and being laid up on top of our sleep? No. Okay, we need movement, even if it's going through simple warm-up movements. Another not to do is no or little H2O. Now, how in the world do we expect those muscles to feel good or get back to good health if we aren't supplying our body with what 70% of our body is, and that's water? How do we expect things to move around and things to work properly if we're not giving our body the appropriate amounts? And while I can understand the allure of soft drinks or sugary drinks, we're going to talk about sugar in a minute, water is truly your best friend. Another not to do is drink alcohol. And again, I understand recreation and gatherings, and maybe it's a habitual hobby thing at night. But alcohol is actually one of the worst things to take in when you're sore. Not only does it disrupt sleep, it's empty calories, no nutrients, and it's a depressant, you're actually contributing to longer durations of being sore because your liver is trying to get rid of the alcohol versus get rid of that lactic acid buildup. So you're just making things worse for yourself, unfortunately. I know this next one can be hard for some. Do not eat sugary foods, processed foods, junk food, or fast foods. Eating foods that are high inflammatory are only going to prolong soreness and cause more inflammation on top of your previous inflammation. And the last one here, guys, what not to do is avoid the gym. Don't avoid the gym. I understand the thinking that could go into this of what a person can tell themselves, I need to rest until I'm completely fresh again before I work out again. I don't know if I should if I should work out in this state. Does my body need a full week to recover before I can go back? I understand, especially if these are new feelings. But to recover faster, you need to go to the gym. And of course, if you're sore, communicate that with your coach, what you're feeling, listen to your body, and I assure you that after a general warm-up, your body will feel good again. And of course, if you need to, adjust and tailor your workout for that day to meet your demands and help you leave feeling better. So those are some do's and don'ts when it comes to muscle soreness. I hope you found this helpful. Comment down there below maybe what helps your muscle soreness.